Okay. Hi, Mr. Ali Yaqobi. Welcome to my program about interview with Afghan scholars. And it's my pleasure, and I'm so glad that have you in my today's program. Please let me to start by giving some information about myself. My name is Humaira Rezai, and I graduated from high school at 2020. So now I am looking for a scholarship in abroad countries, and thank you for your helping. So please let's start our program by giving some information about yourself.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time, and it's also a pleasure for me to be here with you today. My name is, as you said, Ali Mohammad Yaqobi. I'm currently working as project manager with a research consultancy in Afghanistan. I also hold two bachelor degrees. One in business administration from Kabul University, and the second in law from the American University of Afghanistan. I also completed my master's in business administration at the American University of Afghanistan.
Okay, thank you. Um, please, could you please prefer tell about your master's degree or bachelor? Um, it belongs
I
to.
can give information about both of them if you would
Um,
like to.
okay. So please tell me a little bit more about the scholarship you have got and the process of applying. Is it only about an application form, or you had an interview as well?
Okay. In 2015, I was studying at Kabul University that I got to know about the scholarships at the American University of Afghanistan. That's why I decided to get the scholarship there. So first of all, they were announcing the scholarships. Most of these scholarships were for female students in Afghanistan, but there were a few chances for male students as well. That's why I applied for this, and there was an application. And after the application, we had to take the TOEFL test. At that time, there was not an IBT requirement. We had to take the PBT test, which is the paper-based TOEFL test, and more than 500 score was something as a requirement for that scholarship to be accepted. I took the test and got the score which was needed, which is more than 500, and I could go for interview in the U.S. Embassy. There was also, in addition to the application that we had, there was also an interview in the U.S. Embassy, and finally I could get that scholarship, and I got enrolled in AUAF, which is the American University of Afghanistan, in 2017, and I started my bachelor's there. This was the whole process for getting the scholarship for my undergraduate studies. But for masters, in 2022, when I got to know about the scholarship for masters in business administration in the American University of Afghanistan, I applied for it. There was an application and at the same time an interview. I passed the interview and could successfully get this scholarship. I had 2 years of my studies in business administration for masters, and recently, a few weeks ago, I graduated from this program as well.
Okay, great, thank you. Tell us what qualification you have to succeed to get this scholarship. About your.
Yeah, uh, sure. For the bachelor's or undergraduate studies, first of all, the requirement was to have a high school diploma with a good percentage of high school. I mean, about the grades that we have. And the second one was the English proficiency test, which was the PBT TOEFL at that time. The paper-based TOEFL test, and more than 500 score was something as a requirement there. And the other qualifications that I had to get this scholarship was my extracurricular activities from high school or from secondary school period that I had. It's also important to tell you that I am a high school graduate of Marifat High School, a private school in Kabul. So we had a lot of extracurricular activities there. I was the head of student council there for a year, and I also had different other extracurricular activities that helped me to get this scholarship. So overall, the requirements were the high school diploma that I had with the transcript, and my percentage was more than 97%, which is a good percentage. The second one was the TOEFL test score that I had, which was more than 500 PBT TOEFL score. And the third one was the extracurricular activities that I had from high school period.
Okay,
And to further elaborate on the requirements which are needed for masters, the same. We have to have a diploma or undergraduate certificate to be enrolled for masters. And the second one was the TOEFL. Since I was a former student of AUAF, I completed my bachelor's year. I didn't need the TOEFL, although I had my recent TOEFL score, which is 115, which is a good score, but more than 80 is enough for the students to get a scholarship at AEF. And the last one was the extracurricular activities and the documents which are required by the university, such as personal statement, motivation letter, and also the updated CV that students should submit. So I had all these documents, qualifications to get the scholarship.
okay, great. Thank you so much. Please tell, you said that you passed the TOEFL test, yeah? As
Yes.
did you pass the ACT test for this scholarship or no?
Not not yet, because SAT is not a requirement for the scholarship at the AUF. English proficiency tests such as Duolingo, TOEFL, IELTS, they are the ones that will be accepted or that are required by AUF, especially the Duolingo and TOEFL. If you have more than 80 score in TOEFL IBT, you're good to go and get the scholarship at AUF. And mostly this score differs between the female and male students. For male students, there is a much higher requirement compared to the girls who are in Afghanistan. But for Duolingo, as long as you have more than 100 score, I think that should be enough to get these scholarships at AF. But I also know some female students who had lower than 100, between 90 to 100 Duolingo score, and they could also get a scholarship at AUF.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Could you please give some information about the facilities in your university? Is all that was all the thing free for students, or they had to um, they had to pay by themselves?
Yeah, it really depends on the type of scholarship the students hold. For the students who have had the full scholarship, such as me, I had a fully funded scholarship by the U.S. Embassy, which covered everything, including the tuition fee that I had, the dormitory facilities that I was using, the cafeteria food that I was using during my undergraduate studies. So it was a full scholarship, covered everything at university. Even when I was not going to the dormitory, they were giving me 300 stipend per month. So I was using that as a stipend and pocket money. Uh, for those who have scholarships only for tuition fee, for example, 100 financial aid, the only thing which will be paid by university for them is the tuition fee, nothing else. So they have to pay for other facilities that exist in universities, such as cafeteria food, dorm facilities, and other facilities that exist in university. And there are some students who are studying by self-finance. They are paying their tuition fee, they are paying for all other facilities which are existing at university, and they pay everything for whatever they use at university.
Okay, thank you so much. Please tell us about what kind of fields has university for a student at all.
American University of Afghanistan, during the time that I was studying my undergraduate studies, had four fields of study. The first one was in information technology, IT. The second, which is related to computer science. The second one was political science. The third one was law, and the fourth one was business administration. Somehow, these undergraduate measures have changed recently. I'm not very sure about the exact ones, but these are the four majors that that the undergraduate program of AUF has. And for masters, they only have masters in business administration. That's the only masters program that they have.
Okay, thank you. Please tell us about what kind of scholarship at all your university has. I mean that is Afghan students, and how many scholarship this university has for Afghan students at all?
Uh, Before the Taliban's took over of the country, the scholarships that the students were receiving were different in different types. Some were full scholarships that covered the tuition fee, all other facilities that students were using at university. As I told you, most of these scholarships were coming from the U.S. Embassy and some other foundations as well, such as Yalda Hakim Foundation. Yalda Hakim Foundation was one of the prominent foundations that they were providing a lot of scholarships specifically for female students in Afghanistan to study at AUAF. And there were some other types of scholarships, such as having 100% financial aid for only tuition fee, and sometimes such other kinds of scholarships, such as 50 to 90% of financial aid for their tuition fee. So these were the types of scholarships that we had before the Taliban's takeover of the country. After the Taliban's takeover of the country, the campus has relocated to Qatar, Doha, and most of the students were studying online, including myself. So I studied my whole master's degree online, and I did not have the opportunity to go to Doha, Qatar, in to study my lessons in person. Nowadays, most of these scholarships are fully funded scholarships that cover both the internet package that you need for your studies and the tuition fee that you need to pay for university.
Okay, thank you so much. One more question, please tell. Uh, is Now you said that you are working in a job, yeah? Is it
Yes.
related to your own field or no?
Yeah, I'm working as project manager in a research consultancy in Afghanistan, which is related to business administration, in a way linked to the management field of business administration. So it is in my field, not directly, but it is in a way involved to the management part of the business administration that I studied during my undergraduate and master's programs.
Okay, thank you. Uh, for the last question, what's your advice for the student who are going to apply for this kind of scholarship or for Afghan AUW? No, for this university and also at all for another scholarships.
Yeah, I know that the current political context in Afghanistan has made the lives of everyone very challenging. But I have an advice for students, specifically for female students, to take these opportunities and continue their studies, because nowadays there are a lot of opportunities, including these opportunities include both for female and male. So they have to take these opportunities, and as long as they can improve their English proficiency and take the TOEFL test or Duolingo test, and at the same time they prepare their documents. The documents, I mean, if they are applying for master's degree, they need to have their university diploma and university transcript. And if they are applying for undergraduate programs, they need to have their high school diploma and transcripts. So, and this, at the same time, they need to prepare their personal statement, motivation letter, or the study objective, which are required by some of the universities. They can get these scholarships. I have a lot of friends who went to the US in the last year to continue their studies. Either it was bachelor's degree or master's. The only thing they need is motivation that they should have. They should not lose their hope. They should also continue their hard work, and they should prepare. If their English is not good, there are a lot of educational centers in Kabul that they can go there and improve their English proficiency and take the TOEFL test or the Duolingo test. Sometimes, if they are okay, they can continue at home. They can do self study in order to prepare for these things and get these opportunities. I'm sure if they try their best, there are multiple opportunities for them. For example, if I want to continue abroad, there are many scholarships that I can consider. Either it's in the US or in the Europe. But if for those who want to stay in Afghanistan and they want to work at the same time that they are studying, AUAF has a very good opportunity because all the programs that we study in AUAF from Afghanistan are online, so we can take the classes in a way that do not match with the timing of our work. So it's in a way possible for us to handle both of them at the same time, to work and at the same time study. That's why there are different kinds of opportunities. If they take these opportunities, I'm sure they will get the most out of this.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Ali Yaqobi, for giving your valuable time to me and for giving this important information about this scholarship in American and Afghanistan University of America. So, thank you so much. Be successful in your life, and thank you so much.
You're welcome. Actually, I had a presentation for students in Afghanistan, going into much more details about how to get a scholarship at the AUF and what are the specific qualifications that they need, what they have to consider. Everything was covered in that presentation. I have that presentation recorded, and both the PowerPoint and the video are there. If they want, I can share with them, and you can give my email or WhatsApp if anyone is interested to have that more information about how to get a scholarship at AF or how to study at AF. I would be happy to help them. And it's a pleasure, and I wish you all the very best too.
Thank you so much. Thank you, and wish you the best times.
Thank you so much. Have a wonderful time.